Are you trying to understand the world in a single lens? The truth is not found in a silo, it is found in connection. Welcome to the episode of the Nexus podcast. In this podcast, we are going to evolve and dive into our community engagement, politics and societal value, education and health, family, and some other things involved. Likewise, we are going to discuss more about our economy, about entertainment, music, and things that affect us as humans. My name is Bashir Lukman Olariwaju. I have with me a wonderful guest, a woman of substance. She is a mathematician from the Department of Science Education at Ikima University. Welcome, Mrs. Khadija Olariwaju.
Thank you for having me here. I am Mrs. Olariwaju Khadija, a mathematics educator in the Department of Science Education at Ikima University. Thank you.
Thank you. What we are going to discuss today, it's nothing but something that connects and affects almost every one of us. Let's start with this. We are in an era where family is what we are forgetting about in its holistic way. What I mean by what we are forgetting about is before we used to define family as a group of people where we have a father, mother, and their children. That is a kind of nuclear family, a family of just father, mother, and the children they are blessed with. Likewise, we have the other part of the family, which is the extended family, where you have your relatives, your grandfather, your grandmother, your uncle, your sisters, and the like. Now we discuss the topic redefining family. If what we have as the family setting is what we are experiencing today, do you think in the olden days, the kind of family settings and the setup we used to have is what we are equally experiencing nowadays?
Presently, the way family is being defined is actually changing because of the um, today's world in a nutshell. What I'm saying is family. It is of two types. We have the nuclear family and the extended family. That of extended family, the way things is going on, is actually getting deteriorated. So we need to, if we are dividing the family, we need to take care of the both nuclear and extended family, of which the other side is no more in vogue. Thank you.
Okay, what we are just having to understand now is the nuclear family and the extended family. We should not take one as a priority over the other. The kind of understanding we have, the kind of love, the kind of feelings and connection we have for our nuclear family members should be extended to the other side of it. Okay, let's put it this way. Uh, Before, we used to have people that they will say, my son or my daughter, during the holiday, you can go to your uncle's place and stay there for a month or two for the holiday period. But now, some of those things are not uh, in existence. What has eroded this kind of love that we share, this kind of affection, this kind of relationship we share within the family members?
Thank you. There are many things or forces that drive into this. One of it is urbanization. That is, people are now moving in the city. One of it is migration. Migration is also one of it, where we have children moving out of the country and the likes. And another point I look at it, or the major things, is technology. So if you look at technology, the world of today, people prefer where they can have access to technology for anything. Thank you.
Okay, technology and urbanization. That should be one of the key things that affected family settings, relationship, and engagement. Before we move into urbanization, let us discuss extensively how technology has come into being and affected family settings. For instance, sometimes before you can reach out to your family members, it might take days because you will need to write letter to somebody in some faraway kilometers, and you will wait the carrier will submit the letter, and you'll be expecting the response that could take a week or even more. But now with your mobile phone, you can chat with anybody anywhere in the world within the twinkle of an eye. That shows that technology is helping us in getting closer and getting faster responses from our family members. However, that is one of the advantages, right? But let's look at the other side of it. Because this platform, this nexus, we are not going to look into anything with a single lens. Now, there are instances where a couple will be together in the same room, and the husband will be somewhere chatting with another person in Canada, while the wife will be chatting with someone in, let's say, USA. That shows that, and they might not even talk to each other for hours. They are together, but they are not even communicating with each other. Rather, they prefer chatting, messaging, and even having discussion with somebody as far as in the USA. Again, some of them will not even discuss their personal issues again, things that hurt them, things that affect them. They will not even discuss it with the wife will not discuss with the husband will not discuss with the wife, or even the child will not come to the father or mother that, oh, mom, I'm having this kind of issue. Do you think that is one of the things that is making our family to be what we are not used to in the beginning?
Yes, technology, of course, it actually make things easy for us, for easy communication. And when we talk of communication, it's actually assisting in that way. And everybody always stay connected in this present world. Fine. As we have the advantages of this technology, it also have the disadvantages. For what you just said, husband and wife, they are at home, they needs to communicate and discuss things that can assist the family. Communicating other people, even they might not be immediate family, they might just be friends, old friends, and so on like that. Time for you, for a married people, to the time they're supposed to have for themselves, they are having it for other people. Yes, that is the other side of this thing, that it's actually affecting the family. That's when I started that. One of it is technology, urbanization, the work pressure in the society, and the likes. So technology, it actually has a long way to resolve the problem we are facing in the family. We must know how to make use of this technology. And when we talk of technology, what we used to is mobile phone. Nobody can use phone that is not a mobile one, that is not an Android or iPhone and the likes. How do we manage to control our family in the usage of this mobile phone? This phone particularly, there are many homes it has turned to other side just because of this phone. The husband will say, I have right to your property, and the phone, I must have me, as since you are my wife, I have all access to you, I must have access to your Android phone. The wife will be telling the husband, no, it's my personal thing and stuff like that. So the way the technology is moving, the way we are using this technology, we need to master or monitor the way we use it in order not to affect the family. So in a nutshell, the technology has a long way in assisting this family. As we are talking about redefining family, we need to look at the technology. How can it be useful in order not to affect the family that we are building up? So that is what I
Okay,
can
from
say on
what you
that.
just said now, let me pick something. Are you of the opinion that the husband should not access the wife's phone? Likewise, the wife should not even try to go near the husband's phone. Some people have this maxim in their think that if a wife should check the husband's phone, it's more or less like she has predetermined to, cut onions, and there is no way you cut onions without shedding tears. Are you an advocate of, oh, your husband's phone should not even come near to you, and the wife's phone should not even be something you'll be looking for? There is no harm in checking husband's or wife's phone.
This question you threw to me, well, the way I look at it as a woman, as a woman, if you don't want to destroy your own, it's better be careful in checking your husband's phone. In most cases, it might not be intentionally. Message might just come in and see some messages that could be a kind of reaction that who is this person chatting my husband and the likes like that. So the best thing for a woman is to stay away from your husband's phone. Like the way Allah has been designed it. Husband are meant, the men particularly, are meant to have two or more than one wife. Why the wife should only stick with a man? In that case, if husband check his a wife's phone, I don't see anything bad in that. But at the same time, the two of them should be careful in dealing with, especially if you know the kind of husband you have. So the best thing is to stay away from checking your husband's phone. If at all you don't want to be creating a kind of problem to yourself. But
Okay.
for a man, you can pick your wife phone at any time. What Allah say you should not do, try not to do it. And what Allah say you should do, try to embark on it. And whatever messages that you know that it can actually implicate or affect your own, try not to be on your phone. Immediately such messages. Because there are many people they will just message you, you don't know them. It might be secondary school friend or old friend. They might just be chatting you and be saying a kind of rubbish thing. The best thing is to delete that kind of message and let the person realize that you are already a married woman. Because there are things, there are connections, there are things that one actually needs to check as a married woman. So that is that about that.
Okay, before we move on to the next part of it, you spoke about something, the gadgets, the phones, the laptops that our kids are exposed to. Unlike the years of about 50 years back, that all these things are not even very close to us. So the world view of the new generation, especially the Gen Z, it's quite different from the millennials and people who come before them. Now, do you think there is a particular age for our children to reach before they can be exposed to using mobile phones? That is number one. Don't forget the fact that if we limit them also to a certain age, do you think they are going to cope with the reality of the world when others from the developed country, when they are exposed to phones and other, social media tools in their early stage? Can they compete with them? So, or we should just stick to our own culture and tradition that, oh, here, this is what we are going to do to develop our next generation.
Hmm. I am the opinion that a child to use mobile phone should reach at least 18 years of age. But presently, that my thinking has definitely been changed. I will tell you the reason why. I have a girl. She got admission into the university at the age of, let's say, 16 years. Yes, at the age of 16 years. And I told you that I'm of the opinion that you just have to reach 18 years before you start using phone. There is no student getting admission into the university that you not need this mobile phone. Now, what do you now do? What I actually did, I will tell you. So I need to buy her a phone that will be using to support her teaching and learning stuff if at all I want to be of assistance in that regard. So the all what I actually do is check and balance.
Okay.
Check and balance in the sense that she needs to submit her phone to my room anytime from 8 in the night, and by in the morning by 7 a.m. she pick it, and I told her that I'll be doing this until she reach the age of
Yeah.
18 years. So in most cases, she actually fear of those things that will be inside the phone, and I ensure that I bought this phone for you purposely because of your academics, that I know you need it. So that is what I'm trying to say. As a parent, we have a lot to do. We should just create time for our children, because in this present day, there's no way we can do. There's no way we can do without all this technology, as I said earlier, especially that of the mobile phone. So we can't conclude it all else. If at all we find a way that you buy other things that they can have access to at home, and all these things can be achieved in a developed country where you have internet at home, the laptop, the all these things, gadgets that can be useful, palm top and the likes for this communication. But in our society, we lack all these things, and our children too needs to grow up. So as a mother particularly, we have a lot to do to achieve this young generation, because they have been born into the system and they need to move on with life. So what they need is to check up. But in most cases, like weekend like this, I will collect that phone, the phone will be with me. So when I discover that I'm going out or I may need to communicate him or her, I give it to her like that. So that is what we actually need as a parent. We can't just leave these children alone with all these gadgets they are moving around, because they get many friends, many things they do on this thing without knowing each other. They communicate, they disseminate messages, and of course, if care is not taken, it leads some of these young children to having bad gang moving around through this our mobile phone.
So in a nutshell, it's more or less like we can give it to them, but we ensure that we monitor their activities. We are still on the show, the Next Source podcast.